That outfit is atrocious. What a dweeb. I bet you that guy who no one came to his DD tournament, he dresses like that. This guy goes and shops at the GameStop in the mall dressed like that. That's for sure. Beret and everything. He reads the he reads the players' guides at GameStop and he bugs the employees. It seems like if you're a GameStop employee, it's like part of your job to put up with the loitering assholes that hang around all day and ask about release dates but never buy anything. Every time I've ever been at a GameStop, there's some fucking dude that's just there. And he's just like talking about games, you know, like, you know, did you ever play the classics?
Lord Aris, I come to you, a humble Aris fan, aim at universe.
Hey, alright, thanks very much, Fly Guy. Appreciate it. This guy's asking a bunch of shit. I kind of want to ignore him because I'm not trying to hear about it, but he says, I'm at university and got 2 jobs. I'm stressed out. You know, the same old shit, dude. You think everyone hasn't been there, man? The best advice is just handle it.
Hey, what are you looking
Quit
at?
telling everyone about it.
Luigi better be Soup McKeek.
You know? Just fucking do it. It's like, yeah, man. You know what you just reminded me of? When I felt that way. Like, well, you know, when I was in college and they'd tell you to do some shit like read this fucking book, you know, and then we're gonna ask you about what's in it so you can't lie.
Thank you.
Oh, man. And I'd get stressed too. You know, I'd be like, are you kidding me? This shit is about John Adams. You think I'm gonna read this? And it's not available on tape? Oh, man. So then I watched this TV show about John Adams, which fucking sucked. Oh, man. Anyway, the point is, you just gotta handle it, do what you gotta do, you know. Don't be a bitch. That's very important. You'll be alright, man. Fuck John Adams. Your problems are probably so weak too. In the grand scheme of things, even if they are very serious, you're gonna look back on them with, trust me, you'll have some bigger problems later. You're gonna be wishing your problems were today's problems. Trust me. You got plenty of times to outdo these problems.
Thank you.
The older you get, the more fucked up and complicated problems are. You know? When you're young, it's some sorry shit, like it's something about your friends at school or some girl or whatever, right? You get older and you start to have to do important things. You start caring about stuff. Maybe you start having kids and other humans that rely on you to survive. You're no longer some fucking thing that relies on other people. You now have other people relying on you. That shit's hardcore. Then you're gonna be thinking, man, John Adams can go fuck himself. That's the smallest problem I ever heard of in my whole life. Anyway, the moral of the story is you might as well appreciate how small and negligible your problems are now. Just appreciate them. Some people don't have legs. You know that? Anyway, the reason I bring up the people with no legs, this is really the part I want you to focus on. There's all these people out there with no legs, you know, and they're not bitching about their day. Just saying.
Thanks for the advice, Lord Aris. You're like the uncle everyone needs.
Hey, thanks, Fly Guy. You got it under control. I was just talking to you. Yeah, Markman's the best. I don't know if you know that, but I probably wouldn't even exist if it wasn't for him on Earth. He's like a guardian angel. It's true. He's not my dad, but he's like my dad, in a way. Or maybe like my brother. Something like that. Watson? Yeah, Watson's kind of one of my dads, too. I got a lot of them. Vaya is one of my dads, too. That's for sure. I got tons of dads, dude. I got a couple of moms, too. You know, my whole life I've been lucky enough to have some really important and inspirational people like me. You know, like people, important and very, like, valuable, like, people that you could really look up to have liked me. And so because they've liked me, they've been there for me in ways that maybe they probably don't even realize at all. Which it doesn't matter if they realize it. That's not the point. The point is that that's the way it is. So it's pretty, you know, like I said, this is one of those things, man. You just get older and you know what is important and what to appreciate. And you also look around and you realize how, man, a lot of people are just not doing so great, you know? So just don't be such a bitch. Because, you know, a lot of people aren't doing so great. Be cool. I mean, you can still be a bitch. That's cool. I understand. That's like natural. That's your instinct.
Thank you.
You can. But at least me, you know, I'll try my best. And you, I'm sure when you're away from this chat room, you're pretty halfway decent yourself, too. I know it. I've met you. You know that? I've looked you straight in the eye. Like, you know, the judge eyes. I've given you the judge eyes. And you're not such a piece of shit. You look like one. You smell like one in the chat. But in real life, you're a perfectly normal, halfway decent human. Maybe a little more than half. So, whatever, man. Keep up the good work. You guys are alright in my book. Hey, thanks, Madik So Small. Thanks very much. And thanks, Cleric. Thanks very much, So Small. And thanks, Hal69420. And Kareem the Savior. Dude, it's late. I'm tired. Thanks again, So Small. That was so fucking stupid, dude. That was a robbery. I got robbed at gunpoint. Put the laughs in the bag. Motherfucker. Stole those laughs. Son of a bitch. Alright, you got me. Thanks, Madik So Small. Disappointing. You know I'm 35 years old.